Psalm 127:3. Children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from Him. This suggests children are a precious gift from God to be valued and cared for.
In the United States, a child a minute is taken into DHS, CPS, and so on custody. The reality is their pics are already selected, you just don't know it. Being perfect no longer matters. It's what the adopting families are looking for.
Who is it stealing the children, you ask?
From caseworker to the White House, the buck stops at all levels, just not where it is supposed to be. The services your family needs, we the people have paid for to ensure your reunification. Title IV says, reunify at all costs. United, we stand means nothing to us when it comes to family values. Children are being ripped away from their families. Parents are reverting to addictive behaviors to cover the pain. The trauma caused by child removal is just being recognized, and the results are atrocious. Termination of parental rights is not healthy for anyone, just profitable for the people enforcing the line. It's all
It's time Washington listens to the cries of our children, the wails of their mothers, and the rage growing in the fathers. These are our children. Keep your damn hands off.
And he is stalking us every day. The roaming eyes aimed your way, exposing their stand on time for CPS to be gone. Their services are no longer wanted. There is
Hey, everybody, how do you do? We are CPS Victims Fighting.
What's up, everybody? Hey, Benny, you like the new song?
Yeah, man, that's bomb ass.
Yeah, that's it. That's good. Hey, everybody, what's going on tonight? It is a Friday night edition of CPS Victims and Justice. I'm your host of CPS Punisher, my boy Vinny here.
So, did we get the link out to the person that was supposed to come on the show tonight, Darren? Did you hear me?
I have not. I have sent it earlier. Are we talking about to try to get Kim on again?
Yeah, Kim. Yep.
Yeah, I sent it to her earlier. I'll resend it right now. I'm on my way back to the studio right now. I'll be there in about 5 minutes.
All right, man. We got it. I got Herbert here with me, so I'll yank him out here with me.
Okay, I'll be with you guys in just a few minutes.
All right, brother. Good evening, Herbert.
Good evening, Vinny. How you
Doing all
doing?
right. Hi, Darren. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Lady P. How are you guys this evening on this Friday night? Yay, Friday. So, I actually got some information that I can share to you guys tonight, to get us started. So Maine is very far corrupt. I got to read this post that was put out today by the news channel. And I'm gonna probably put it out there tomorrow on our other show too. But listen to what happened and what kind of conspired. Here it goes. Maine Supreme Court blocks lawmakers from accessing records in child death cases at CPS in Maine. So the Supreme Court blocked our legislative committee and government from accessing CPS's file so they can't look into deaths that were wronged and see all these cases and what's really going on. They're blocking them from constitutional things. It goes on to state that the state's highest court ruled Thursday that state records related to deaths of 4 children in 2021 are confidential and may not be released to lawmakers.
Where did you get that information from?
That's right on WGME CBS 13 News Portland.
Oh, okay. It was on major news.
Yes, it was.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, the news is starting to post and they're starting to see, because you got a lot of us that are coming out and we're actually commenting under the post of this stuff. And, you know, they're starting to notice the feed go boing, 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 and then they redo it and we post back under it again. So, you know, Mainers are starting to really come alive and starting to speak out.
Yeah,
Matter of fact,
that's good.
we have someone,
Brings attention.
right? We have someone. I can tell you. Let me slide to it real quick. Okay, so this was posted to me earlier and under the news channel thing. Look up Tanawa Downing on Facebook. Scroll down to November 18th on his page. There you will find a CPS criminal affidavit and instructions for Downing that you can fill out on behalf of you and your child, on your behalf of you and your child, no matter the custody situations, adoption, kingship, foster guardian. He needs the affidavits by the end of next week. He is doing a nationwide lawsuit. He is going to Washington with all of our affidavits. So, Lady P, you might want to get on that because you're in the New England states. Um, I can get you over that information if you want me to. But this was on a post that I seen today. They commented back to me for what I was writing about the court systems up here and whatnot. So I do have some stuff in here, and it's funny too because one of the people that will shall be free tour that are on there under that is our very own Ashley Clark from the show. She's right at the top of that affidavit.
That's wonderful.
So they're going after the west, the Midwest, Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Southeast. So they're going after all of these people across the board.
It sounds like an across-the-board attack.
Yeah. I'll send it right to you, Lady P. Hold on. Let me get it to you. But yeah, this is huge. I was gonna send it to Darren here in a minute too, but this is like, that's huge. That
Yeah.
tells you right there that some of these attorneys up here and whatnot are actually looking into what is going on. And they're starting to open their eyes because they're seeing that we're all speaking out. They've tried to silence so many of us in Maine. I know 3 people in Maine that they try to silence, and they're still speaking. And one even just started up hosting a radio show on Maine's corruption. I seen him post about it today. I was like, huh, that's awesome. And it has a talk show.
Mm.
I just said it to you, Lady P.
Talk
You'll
show.
see it in your email.
Yeah.
It spells out everything that needs to be done. So you just got to find that guy.
So, are you planning on doing it also, Vinny?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go put in my stuff to write my affidavit, into my AI, probably tomorrow, and I'm gonna get it sent out.
Maybe
Um,
we should contact Ashley. Is that her name,
yeah, I'm
Ashley?
gonna get a hold of Ashley because I have her phone number, so I can call Ashley.
Yeah, get a hold of Ashley and let her tell you how to draft it up
Oh yeah,
because she's
yeah,
in there,
yeah.
right?
Debbie, yes, Nancy Schaefer did have evidence, and they got rid of her because she had evidence. I'm gonna tell you that flat out. They got rid of her. She knew too much, and they did not like that one bit. Just like they don't like us speaking out about them. I seen people today posting on TikTok. Matter of fact, I'm back on TikTok, everyone. I'm just in hidden zone. I'm not gonna say, put my face out there. I'm not going to, put my name out to anyone. But I am starting to post about some of the things going on.
Okay.
So I was hoping that Gutter brought up a good point earlier. I just talked to him before I talked to you, matter of fact, Herbert. And he brought up a really good point. If we could start doing up some kind of thing with the show and incorporate it into like a link into something we post, then we can broadcast the link to the show from TikTok and get some of the viewers from there too.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
And that's a great idea, and I give all the props to Gunner on that one because he was talking to me about it, and he's like, we should really have some kind of advertisement going on all of our accounts that we have on, and get it out to the FYP, because if you get it out to the FYP, it goes viral.
Yes, it does. So that's something you gotta discuss with Darren. Has Gunnar discussed that with Darren yet?
TikTok is the devil gateway.
Has Darren discussed that with Gunnar yet? Or not Gunnar discussed that with Darren?
No. I told him I was going to bring it up anyways, but I think it is a great idea. And he said it's kind of great to know that we're starting a little bit later now, because he noticed the same thing that me, Darren, and a couple other people were noticing, that our viewers are climbing, and they climb more after 10 o'clock on the weekdays than anything, because you got to figure some of these parents are getting home from their jobs, or they're getting home from going out and they're had their dinner. So
Mhm.
by the time 10 o'clock hits, they're all sitting down or doing something.
Right.
10 o'clock is usually relaxed time. Kids are in bed,
So they
right.
can relax. Hmm. So they can relax and watch the show. That's a
Hi,
good
Miss
idea.
Blairwater. It's good to see you tonight. That's just brainwashing. Yeah. We thought so too when we were reading it. And so I'm going to have to write my own affidavit and submit it, but I know how to write my affidavit. So I've done a couple of them. Um, so it's not really that hard. You got to put the case law in between that they have violated too. And it's good to have that case law in there, because if you don't have that case law in there, then they won't even look at it really. They just think it's junk, basically. If you don't have case law,
You mean the case
yeah,
law?
you gotta have
Yeah.
case law in your motions, in your affidavits. You also got to make sure that, like, when you're doing habeas corpus, you got to make sure you know the habeas corpus laws, and the ones that have won cases. You got to have that in there, because if you don't, they're looking at it going, "Yep, no case law, no case law." You got to have the facts in there that is proven, and for them to see it.
Can we get that person on the show to talk to us? What's her name again? Emily? Not Emily.
I
Ashley.
uh I don't know. I haven't seen Ash in a while. I hear from her.
You have a phone number? Can you call her and ask her and see if she'll come on? She could explain to all of us how to write it up with the case law and everything, because she already did it. She invented the
I
wheel.
actually I actually have Ashley's case law. Um uh Me and a couple others have actually been helping Ashley a little bit, and she's been learning quite a bit. And she's starting to do her like own thing out in California. Like, she's making moves out there. Um, and she's supposed to be. I heard that she was supposed to go to Washington, I think. I know last time I talked to her, she was happy about doing that. So I'm hoping that she's still going, and if she is, then if they get it realized from the East Coast to the West Coast to the Pacific and wherever, what's really going on in Congress, out in all these states and across the country, once they actually see what's going on and they present that to Trump, game over.
So Lady P would like to know, what are we writing affidavits for? You want to
Um,
explain to her what you're writing
Lady
affidavits
P,
for?
that thing that I just sent you in your email, I got to write an affidavit up. And it has to be in two parts. Mine does, anyways. Mine has to be first the CPS case, then the criminal case underneath. And I need to underline everything that they've done to violate my rights, to violate my constitutional rights, right down from the First Amendment to all the way to the 14th, and probably more than that. Then I got to put in there that I did serve them under color of law, and I have to quote the exact color of law title, um, so they understand. And I also have to put in there that I served
Yeah.
a few of these people with harassment orders as well.
So she said that is that like lobbying the senators?
It's an attorney from Maine. Um, his name, oh, let me read that off, is Downing. Um, Hold on, I'll type it in the chat so you guys can see it. But this is uh up here, right here. It is PA. And WAH. Oops. Sorry about the quietness.
I think it's a declaration of
There it is. That's
facts.
the name. That's the name of the.
And I
That's the
think
name
that,
of the attorney, Lady P, right there. I just put it in the chat. You go under his page, and you scroll down. You scroll down to November 18th on his page, and then it shows you everything that you need to do, line by line.
yeah, she was wondering if it's just a declaration of fact or are we asking for something? And she said she was on his page the other day, and I wrote a long comment on one of his videos about his plan to change the
Yeah, the
DOG.
DOJ,
So Lady P was on there.
Department of Justice.
DOJ.
Department of Justice.
That's right. DOJ. I said G, but I meant to say J. And so she said she was on his
Yeah.
page the other day.
Yeah.
She wrote a
Yeah, I
long
was
comment
thinking
to him.
about emailing him next. Lady P is the DOJ. But I'm waiting for the new administration to come in first. That's my target. Once that new administration's in, game on. Hey, our fearless leader is here. Yes, sir. I gotta send Darren that too, because I never sent Darren that. So I'm gonna send him that right now too, so he can read it. Because Darren might want to chime in on that one.
Yep, I think he would. I think he definitely would.
Yes. What are we talking about? Which part do we want me to chime
I
in on?
just sent it to you on Facebook, Darren.
Okay, you just messengered at me?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
You have to look up that name and go down on his page to November 17th, 18th.
Okay.
And you can see what he is doing.
Okay.
He's an attorney.
He's what?
He's an attorney going after every single state from East Coast to West Coast to the Atlantic.
Who's that? Is that Tanawa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Tanawa. I know Tanawa well. Yeah, he's been at this for quite some time too. He's not new on the block here.
He's getting ready to go to Washington.
Correct. Yep, he sure is. He's his cause he's been fighting for quite some time. He was the one we had him on the Tiff and the Punisher show that time. I believe it was Tiff and the Punisher. And he had to he left us there kind of I want to say high and dry, but definitely with bad things weren't right, like something went on and he just all of a sudden wasn't talking to us anymore.
Yeah.
We tried to.
But when he was on the tip show, did he give you any good information?
No, if you remember correctly, he's the one that the clown fell down behind me. And then
oh, I remember the clown fell down, yeah.
But, actually Danielle could fill us in. Well, Carrie's the one that was really hit home on that one.
Yeah,
yeah. Danielle was there for that one too, right, Danielle?
What? Which one? What?
When Tanawa, we were interviewing Tanawa and the clown fell down behind me.
Oh yeah.
The interview was over.
Yeah, I thought he wasn't he afraid of those?
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't he get locked? I thought
he
got. So what did he do? Did he fall off the map with you? I do know a lobbyist up there. Like, didn't he get arrested when he was out? You're talking about Tanawa, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I know, like, when he started, like, first getting out there, I don't know, but he did get locked up for like a month or two, I thought. could have swore. Hey, Tammy, I could have swore that was him, but I don't know. I mean, did y'all make him? Did he get mad at y'all? I mean, was he?
No, I think he had something happen.
He's
Because now
still
he's
around.
back, and now
Yeah, I think he went. I think he got arrested. I think that's what it was.
they
I could have
probably did.
sworn.
You know, because they're doing that to everyone that speaks out about them because they're
Yeah,
trying to hush them.
I really do. I forgot what I was saying.
They did it to me. They did it to Darren. Who's
Mm-hmm.
next? I mean, come on.
Right.
They did it to me, and I might be
Right.
next. I don't know.
They don't like that we speak out about them. They don't.
You know, you'll know they're really how messed up they really are if I go in, if I disappear, you'll know.
Yeah.
You'll really.
Well, you also know a lot of the stuff that's going on in South Carolina too, so you're privy to that information. So yeah, you definitely could be a target.
Yeah, and you talking about North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, North Carolina. I was gonna say, well, South Carolina, they're under scrutiny too of their RTFs, their residential treatment facility. Like, I have my friend, well, a girl that's in the same county. One of my best friends, it's in the same county that I am. Her daughter's been in DV cases. Like, she's been in a foster home, but they've had DV with the foster mom, and apparently her husband just got 20 years. So, in this, we're looking into that right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Y'all know? Do y'all know the lobbyist up there? I know a lobbyist up at the where the Senate and up in Washington. Beatrice, do y'all know her? Darren,
No.
you know Beatrice? No.
Yeah.
Beatrice who?
You know Beatrice, but yeah, and well, I know another one too. I've stopped talking with her. She's good, but
So
she was.
you two weren't here when we began, but I did start my TikTok back up. But I'm not putting pictures of myself, and I'm not telling anyone who I am.
Did you change your name?
I did.
Yeah.
Vinny, you should tell Darren the game plan that Gunner has.
Oh yeah, me
Remember that you and
and
were
Gunner were
talking.
talking a little while
Lady
ago.
P.
That's why I couldn't answer you. We were talking about getting a ad kind of thing with the link to the show for the Google for YouTube, and putting it up on our FYP on TikTok.
Well,
And promoting the show that way, because you can make that run through different things so
I
they can
had a
see parts and
hyperlink
clips of the show.
for TikTok, but it was on the personal account, and I had it up and going, and it shared one time on there, but I got to put it on the other one. But it was up
But
and going.
if you can
I
get
can
the
do it.
link out on the FYP on there,
Yes,
do you
that's where
realize how far that goes?
That's why I'll be worried. Me and Darren were talking about that earlier. Heck yeah, because once
It
that
goes far.
Because I mean, we got Twitch and Kick now, and it's getting out there. It is.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
just started back up my TikTok, and I already got 9 followers.
Yeah.
That.
Yep. And Instagram, you have to go on there each time that you go live. You have to go. Every time you go live. Yeah, and that'd be annoying. But TikTok, I think you got to do that too. That's.
Yeah, he posts a lot, lady. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Lady P, is she talking about?
Yeah. Tall.
Tanawa.
Yeah, Tanawa. He posts like crazy. Hey, Chris, how are you?
Hey, Chris.
We know it's you. You don't have to tell us it's you. We know it's you.
On Highway 95. Where? Send.
Oh, she wants to put a billboard on the 95 in New Haven,
95.
Connecticut.
Wait,
why not?
You can see. I'm thinking about Pretty Ricky. Never mind. Sorry. Duh. So, Darren, I sent you a message, but I'll talk to you about that after the show. It might be something that you want to Yeah, somebody sent me something.
Okay.
It's gonna be funny. I mean, but it's actually pretty crappy too, But you're
Right.
shitty. Why are you shitty? Who is that? Is that Chris? Chris?
Yeah, that's Chris.
Why are you shitty? That's not a good way to be.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, Lady Pink. You could, Lady P, you could do the
Yeah,
blasting on that billboard
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Or get a.
and
I
95
think get a.
is a good
Yeah, I
location.
mean, a
Yeah.
billboard, and also you got to think everybody's on their phones or their tablets or their a commercial on a platform, Spotify or something like that. That because everybody don't pay, they have the ads in their stuff. Like nobody's gonna pay for the ad free. So I mean, even on YouTube, that's a good way to put it out there too.
Darren,
Oh
did you see the WGME CBS 13 thing I sent you?
You sent me on the message, right? You put it in a message
Yeah, I
box.
did. Yeah.
hold on, I had found something about Maine
That will
earlier,
blow your
and
mind.
It's
That
$8,000. But for 4 weeks.
it's a lot.
So is it digital? Is it like a digital Lady P, is it like a
It
digital
should be.
billboard that'll stay up for 4 weeks? Is that 24 hours a day?
probably.
Yeah,
For 4 weeks for 24 hours a
yeah,
day?
it should be. They still have billboards.
Yeah, but now they're all digital.
Yeah, they have
Yeah, they're
electronic
all
I,
digital.
ones.
I told you I don't get out much.
It's
You know
digital,
where I
yeah.
go? I go to the mountains. Okay, like that away from the city. Like I go. That over here, Herbert. You know how it is. I go up north.
Sure, there's a lot of hills and
They've actually
a lot of tall pine
yes.
trees.
Yep.
Lots of big
Yeah, that's
pine
how I found
trees.
out about it.
And
Chris sent me that.
also red
Yeah.
dirt. You have the red dirt up
Yes,
there,
and
right?
that stuff will make a mess, and it does not get out of carpet. Nothing. Oh my gosh, it ruins. Oh, that stuff is
Yeah.
Georgia
It's like
mud,
clay.
Georgia clay.
Red
Yeah,
clay.
Georgia red clay.
Yeah.
That stuff is
Yeah.
so. It's bad.
Mhm.
It can mess up. It can make a mess. Yeah, I already got
Yeah,
a direct.
yeah. That's who I saw that are hosting a radio show. Is Chaz and AJ. Yeah, I seen about that. They're hosting quite a bit actually.
Have you ever heard of the talk show or the talk show Let's Talk Real Talk? I forgot what the lady's name. She was and
Yeah.
I guess it has to do with CPS, but she's talking about if we want to go in there and share our stories or whatnot. She wants to have people on the show with her. So she was putting that out there. It's on LinkedIn. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I do, but I don't. I'm trying to
Yeah.
just excuse me. My bad.
Just
I did
excuse
have
you.
yes. I had something that I was going to say, and I had three things on my mind, but I can only speak one at a time because I cannot multitask for nothing. ACLU. Oh, Darren, I'm gonna
Sometimes I
send
can
you this.
multitask.
I
I mean,
can't.
today I was multitasking like a mofo. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've been looking at things and
I go
reading some
cross-eyed.
articles and yep.
Have
Nope.
you?
You got to figure. I'm here Monday through Friday,
Uh,
and on the
you
weekend
gotta.
too.
Are you not allowed to leave at all? Like,
Nope.
jeez, how is that right when they don't
Except
even
I can only go
like?
out to medical appointments, counseling, and that is it. And court.
Um,
Yeah. I actually know of situations where babies were taken away from mothers at birth at the hospital.
Darren,
And there's a lot of videos out on that
Darren,
too.
Darren.
Yeah.
No. Hey,
Yeah,
check. No, wait. Check Messenger. I just sent you something.
Okay.
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
it'll. Somebody sent me that, and I couldn't fucking believe it.
Yeah, that's true. Bills will be passed as of
Uh-huh.
January 1st in all the states.
Yeah, is there new laws and do y'all have any new laws up there going in effect January 1st? Besides
There probably
what
will be in every state. Every state there will be. So we have to wait till the first week of January And stay tuned.
The Way and Means Committee. That's what it was. Hold on. The Way and Means Committee is now like that's where I've noticed that a lot of progress. Like they're the ones behind the scenes pushing this, and they are all like their whole agenda, their calendar was full of everything that had to do with child welfare, human services, Social Security, insurance. I mean, and I was like, wow. And it was under the Way and Means, the
What is
DPS.
what is the Kind Act? Can somebody tell me what the Kind Act is? KIND.
What is the kind? The Kind Act?
Yeah.
I don't think I've.
Can you type that one in, Darren?
It's random.
No.
Like, is she talking about just being considerate and generous, or is it an
No,
actual?
I mean, she put it in
Oh,
capital, so it must be an act.
the Kinship
Kinship.
and
Okay.
Demand Act. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, that they are getting. Yes, that is, and they are, and you know it's crazy. Chris is they. Ain't that Chris we're talking to? Or Chris,
Yeah.
who is that?
Yep.
Okay, I get there. Look, I don't mind me, Chris, but the
You go.
kinship thing, and it's crazy because I
You're,
got
you're
kins, but I got kinship that's been approved, and they still are just lollygagging along and ignoring it.
Danielle. You sound awful. We can barely hear you.
Your headset.
Your
Your
headset.
headset. Remember?
My weather, it's my connection.
Okay.
Yeah, the weather out here is bad. I'm surprised I'm still. Is that better or no?
Yes. Much better.
How about this?
You sound better.
Is that better?
No. No. Before was better.
Oh, well, shit. Okay.
It's
Look,
better
which one?
right now, like it is.
That's with the look. Then let's wake up.
Leave it like that. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay,
Leave it like that.
we can hear everything. It's okay.
I'm gonna have to go look at that, Lady P, and look that up and see which ones they're actually putting in there. Because you know what, if they put the violation of
which one
of your civil rights in there, where
right
they violate due process and everything else, if they have those amended,
I'm gonna sue them.
yeah, there's gonna be some major problems in these courts because
can't wait
these courts
till
are in fact operating under a DUNS number.
they're private.
They are a private corporation, which means they are not supposed to be interfering with we the people.
They're not immune to their immunity. They have nothing. They work for themselves. They don't work for. That's why they are not a. They don't work for the government. They're contracted. I think it was.
Yeah, they're only contracted by the government. They do not work for the government.
Right. They don't work for the government. They're contracted. Exactly. So really, that falls under my mind. You know what's crazy is I knew all this stuff like 2 years ago. I really
That's
did.
already worked on my side. I've already got my paperwork, so I just got to fill it out and send it in.
Well, apparently, so the caseworker called today, and he is coming home. So after that, when he steps foot on Georgia soil, guess what? I'm gonna be right up there and hit him where it hurts.
Okay, now wait. The caseworker called today. He's
And my
coming
son.
home. You're missing.
Yeah.
You're leaving out some parts there.
I don't want to go into full detail yet.
Okay.
But,
So the bottom line is the caseworker got involved, and he should be coming home.
No,
When do you expect him?
because I called them he was supposed to be home by Christmas. I was supposed to have my baby on Christmas, and he wasn't where. But they didn't tell us nothing. So when I tell you, I called the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I don't care. She called today. Well, at closing time when they were getting off at like 4. They close at 5, so at 4:54 she calls, and then she called my aunt. So I knew that they knew I wasn't playing because she sent me a message saying that I'll call you when I get a chance this evening. No, you need to call me. And I told her, I said, no, you need to call me now because this is not going to keep happening. And
So is he going to be home at the next week or during January sometime?
no, it's in the from my understanding, it's in the next couple days. So
Oh, good. That's good. Very good.
yeah, well, no, but like my son said, he's not gonna. He's looking forward to it. Yeah, but he'll believe it when he sees it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the
Yeah.
fact that he's losing faith in us. It's just he's lost faith in the system. Period. Like he
Uh,
he he and he's not. My son is. He's being isolated out there, and we were talking about that in the podcast earlier. And he's not sociable, so it's like him having a conversation with someone like he used to. He's not talking. I mean, he's talking, but he's not talking like he used to. Um, so there's still some things that we have to work on with him. And definitely it's going to be his socializing, because he used to be a social butterfly. Like, he was sociable. He socialized with everybody, like, and he loved being outside around people. But now he's been around. He was the only one that talked at that facility out of all the kids, or the people in his unit. So he's been around nonverbal, I guess autistic, in between the ages of 15 to, there's some 15 to 18. And they just fight each other. That's what they do out there. And it's, my son's not. Yeah,
I see.
his room out there was his safe haven. Like, that's where he spent a lot of his time, besides when he went outside. But
Yeah.
yeah, so but he's always, since he was little, he's always like interacted with adults, like, because that's what he was around most, is adults. So out at that facility, some of the workers there are like, well, your son is our piece away from our home. And it's like our piece when we're not at home. Like, he's their piece there. And I'm like, because I mean, he chills. I mean, but I guess they can talk to him about anything, and he don't ever. But I said, well, he really ain't listening. I mean, you can talk all day long, he ain't listening. No, my son don't
Yeah.
show no emotions. He don't. He's and trust me, I cherish every moment that I get. That's one of those loving moments. Yes, because he don't do that often at all. No, that's like
Yeah.
a once in a lifetime opportunity for him, for me, mom. And I,
Okay.
at least let me sing to him. He did
Yeah.
let me sing to him, even though he is an adult now. But I had to do it. Sorry.
Yeah. He likes your
Yeah, yeah.
songs. Yeah.
He listens to Christian music.
That's good.
"Mercy Me," I Can Only Imagine, is his favorite
Yes.
song, and "Big Daddy Weave," I know. Big Daddy Weave is, yeah. But
Yeah.
this Albeezy thing, when I ask him what his name is in Spanish, he knows his name in Spanish, but he calls himself, the first thing, I mean, automatic, is
Uh,
Albeezy.
uh,
So
uh,
I gotta,
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
gotta work on that. They got him convinced.
And he calls you Danielle.
Do I?
And he calls you
Yeah,
Danielle. I said he likes to
yeah.
call you
He's called me
Danielle.
that since he was little, like, because everybody else called me that, Danielle, and like nobody called me mom.
Mhm. That
Yeah,
makes sense. That's all he
but
hears is Danielle.
they had a problem with that. Like, that's what's. I said, well, I mean, he can call me what he wants to call me. He knows who I am.
That's
If
good.
you ask him, if he
Yeah.
knows, if you ask him who am I to him, he said, I'm his mom. I'm his mother. Mama. That's what he said, mama or mother. If he says mother, I'm in trouble. I done did something to make him mad. Like, mother. I mean, he's my boy. When he comes home, he's got a lot to talk about, and that's the part I'm not ready for.
Now, when he comes, he'll
Yeah.
stay, right? He doesn't have to go back
No,
to
he's not
Texas.
going. No, he's here for good. He's coming back home to stay. He ain't. He will never
Okay.
leave us again. Never, ever, and nobody will ever know. This will never happen again. The only reason this did happen was because of a toxic family member.
Yes. Auntie A.
It's true, Lady Fee. He'll sit there because he told me one day on a visit he said, Danielle, they talk to me. He said, but I don't listen. He said, I couldn't tell you what they said. He said, but they talk all the time. He said, but I ain't listening. My son, he's a trip. He now that he's an adult, his whole personality is like he's matured, and I mean it's different. It is. And he wants to be treated like an adult, so he does stimming. Like before he didn't stim a lot before all this, but when all this trauma happened, he does some stimming things now. Like he has like a thing where he puts his hand over his ears like this, and that's like a nervous. I put it with a nervous thing. It's nerve, like somebody, maybe he don't like the like maybe somebody's around him that he don't really care for, or maybe making him nerve thing, and then he'll take his hands and rub them together, and that's like him laughing at me, and then he scrunches up his nose. That's the newest thing. He scrunches up his nose and he'll laugh at me. But that's the first time he's never stemmed when he was younger. So that's a new thing, and because he used to like at school. What is that?
Dun, 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 dun. There's the link to it.
Oh yeah, that's the link for the DUNS numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know that
That's how you find them, guys. They changed it so it's different now. It's on a different site, and they named it differently.
Mm-hmm.
But you follow that one, you'll follow the rest, and then you got all of their DUNS numbers.
Did it used to be on the Treasury site?
No, it's on that site, but they changed it to a new one, and it's under a different name now. It's no longer called DUNS number.
Yeah, they changed it. Yeah. Recovery plans implementation task force. That's what's up, Chris. Awesome. Georgia has a foster care transparency act that they just put into place, where they're supposed to document and be transparent about the systematic failures. Like they haven't been keeping track of nothing. And I mean, just imagine all the abuse that's not on record. Like, can you imagine? Like, think about the stuff I have alone as one person with my child. That's and I'll tell you right now, none of it. They look at me like I'm crazy when I mention it to them. None of it's been documented. None. My son's been attacked. He's been picked on. He's been bullied. He's been instigated. Like somebody would try to, and this would be a worker that did it, and he would tell him to leave him the hell alone, and easy money. Are you easy money? That's the one that gets me right there. Is the easy money. When he first was out there, remember me telling you that, Vinny? And they would joke.
Yeah, I remember.
I'll have to play that when I could.
They joke around. Yeah. They call them easy money. Well, that's what the staff calls them. Am I correct?
Yeah, and it's a recording. It's not like the video part. I can't show the video part because it's but it's him it's us on the phone, and you should hear the screams and stuff of I mean, this is what goes, and he is just out there. It's not quiet. It's not nothing. I mean, somebody's yelling F you, and I'm like, I mean, my son was, and I couldn't, he was lost. And then I hear the person walk up to the phone and they're like, are you easy money, Alex? Are you easy money? Oh, and they're like, oh shit, you're on a visit. And like,
well, I mean, that's just along the lines of, and my standpoint, they have alienated my oldest daughter from me to the point where she supposedly said, I never want to see both my parents again. I'm happy where I am.
Yeah, I tell you, is it raining up there where y'all are? It's pouring here. I'm down.
No, it's been sunny the past few days. A little cold, but sunny.
Darren, Chris said she ordered your book today.
Oh, sweet. Thank you so much, Chris.
So
Yeah, she asked me
that's
for the name of it,
awesome.
Oh,
Darren, so I
awesome.
gave it to her.
Okay, good, good. So she ordered an actual
Um,
copy of it.
Yep.
that's awesome. Awesome.
So good. Thank you.
That's a good a resource. You know that, Darren? That's a good your book is a good resource for people.
Yeah.
And
Look at the number.
did it, did,
Scroll all the
huh?
way over.
I'm confused. Are you talking to Lady P?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to share? It's raining by you.
So it's been raining all day where you are, huh?
You
Wow.
um after my son. Okay, they just passed a bill. Did y'all hear about the bill with Paris Hilton, with this the institutional child abuse that's going on? This it's a stop the child abuse in these facilities. Um, and
Tell us about it.
well, I mean, I just learned that it passed, but it's supposed to be like where they're not they're supposed to be held accountable for these abuse and neglect that's going on, and supposed to be transparent, and they're supposed to be hold on, let me look, let me make sure I got it right. But you know, because Paris Hilton, she was a troubled teen, and she was put in her parents put her. I think she was adopted though, wasn't she? But she was put into like a place like Devereaux for her troubled times, and she experienced abuse and neglect and horrible. Like she said it, and she has a committee and campaign that she pushes to stop for the RTF facilities, like these residential treatment facilities, and I think that's awesome of her. Like she said, these kids should not be in like experiencing any kind of abuse or neglect or anything, because I mean, just imagine they've already been through enough. I mean, like I mean, it's and it's so traumatizing within the first. You know, the average child in the foster care system is in on an average of 2 years. They're going to be in there 2 years, and I'm at that 2 year mark, and my goodness, it's crazy. It's like when you have a CPS case and they put them in foster care. It's like you automatic 2 years, and yes, troubled youth programs. Yep. And it's the treatment facilities and the abuse. Yeah. Because they're being like detained. Yep, there you go. The Stop Institutional Child Abuse Act. That's it. And it's in these facilities, like these behavioral like Deborah Advanced Behavioral Health. That's yep. And the abuse and stuff that goes on, and let me look. Maybe I need to start being better prepared for when I tell y'all stuff. Sorry. I do. It's just I got ADHD. My attention span is like small. See,
Come on, you got to keep that knowledge up here. You got what you got to do is you got to be like me. Okay, you need to go back to the drawing board, read over,
every
mark
day,
everything.
every
Okay,
day.
go to the next thing the next day, read it over,
Ev-
mark it, and
Yep.
then when you get to
I
the
gotta
end of everything, you take
read it
all
about over
that
again. Read it again.
you have highlighted, you put it into your AI, and see what your AI thinks of it, and your
Look,
AI will answer you.
yes,
Um,
and the AI will help you too. It's
yep.
actually I got protocol. I got a bunch of like things to set. I set up my Chat GPT to be a family law guide for myself. There's Texas and Georgia, and you'd be surprised at what it. I put my case in there and I told it the whole story, and I said, you know, give me case law, tell me what violations of my rights, my son's rights, everything, and it broke it down, and it even drafted up the affidavit for me. Yep. And what you will never believe, like
Yeah, mine does that. My AI does that. Drafts up motions, affidavits.
you ought to
It
seen
drafts
what
up
it said.
everything.
I mean, it's straight up right off the rib. It said that they could have. I mean, in bold letters, it says they failed to prevent foster care because they 100% in your case could have prevented. So they violated and I mean it's like it's all constitutional, like on the federal level. Like it's my due process, my with the placement, like when they did it without my consent, they violated my rights because they were supposed to be in the court. Like my son should have been back at the court with me, so the paperwork can,
Chat
so they can
GPT.
chat
I use
GPT.
for mine I use Hyperwrite because it works really well and it does write out your motions the correct and
Yes.
fashionable way.
AI is called artificial intelligence, Lady P. It's the new thing now, artificial intelligence. It's on your
All right.
phone. If you go into Google and look for
Yep.
stuff,
It's
AI takes over and finds what you're looking for.
Gemini's, I think, with Google.
I got case law, Lady P. I actually have a file that I can send you to.
Yep.
Do you want me to get that file for you and send it to you? Because I can. And it's got lots of case laws for all the states, even the federal case law.
I can send her the link to the chat GPT that I have that's already set up ready for family law. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's got everything in it. Hold on, Lady P.
AI does everything. Actually, when you get phone calls for advertisement stuff sometimes, that's AI talking to you. That's not a person.
Yeah, that's how
it's a recording, but it sounds like a real person, but it's really AI.
That's how everyone is like getting their stuff wrote up and done so quick is the chat G or these AI apps and things. I mean, it's awesome. And yeah, and they, as long as you have to tell it precisely what you want it to do, and yeah, it's great. I mean, my thing is I get on Chat GPT and there's an Explore Chat GPT and I go to that and I start creating all kinds of stuff. Like, oh my God, photos and web pages. No, I'm just kidding. My ADD, y'all. I'm sorry. You know that cartoon or the the Disney movie Up with with the older guy and then the younger boy and they riding the houses with balloons flying up in the air. Y'all know that one?
No.
Don't talk. And it has the dogs in it and they're like, squirrel. That's me. Sorry.
What's that?
You don't
Hold
know.
on, I'm
Vin,
trying to.
you have kids and you do not know that movie. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to know that movie.
I'm trying to find this file.
Oh, Lady P.
Oh, there it is.
Chris, were you wanting the link to the chat GPT that or the case law one? Oh my gosh, the weather is horrible. My screen is. Yeah, my attention span. I don't like it. I wish I used to not be like this. Like, I think mine's anxiety and the ADHD. Like, it's really.
Lady P, I just sent it to you. I just emailed you the information. You're gonna have to get permission from the owner, but I'm pretty sure he will allow it because Gunner's seen you on the show quite a few times. So
y'all, I'm like. Brr. So, Vinny, have you thought about going on overnight sometimes? Like, last night was actually pretty. I went on it. What time did I go on? 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12:30, and it actually was pretty decent. There was actually a crowd, and Lady Pete was with me. Who else? Brenda, I think Brenda, Herbert was. Herbert, you're up late, aren't you?
Yes.
I missed your show, and I don't have an excuse why, because I was on my game killing grubs on Gears of War. So.
Oh Lord. Oh, my cousin was playing Call of Duty, and she must have beat. There was this other player, and do you know he started threatening her and stuff, like, and it got serious. Like he went to her Facebook and did it, and she. I'm like, did
You're
he get
welcome.
butt sore because she whooped his butt? You know, like my gosh, it's just a game. Like you don't have to go through. I mean, this guy pushed it a little bit too far, and I'm like, dude, it's a game. Like, just get better. That's all you got to do. I'm sorry she plays good. That's all she does all
I
day.
just warn you, all the federal laws and stuff are down at the bottom, Lady P.
Mm.
Up
The
top is
case law.
all the states, every single state.
I could send this. Let me get the link.
Oh,
Legal
hold on, Daniel.
assistance specializing in family juvenile CPS. Huh? What was that?
I just sent it to you too, because that might help you too.
Okay. I was trying to get this link. Okay, I got it. It's on Google Drive.
Yep.
Okay. And I'll send you this. It's a legal assistant specializing in, but I put protocols in this on my, like, certain things that it's like actual protocols and asked it to remember it. Like I built this myself, this chat GPT myself. It's great. But it's, yeah, I got it, Vinny. I got the link. Yeah.
Yeah. You open that, you're gonna go, wow.
I gotta make sure I got enough. How big is the file? Is it a big file? It's gonna take up a lot of.
That covers all 50 states. And then at the bottom, it has a lot of like the case law, your constitutional stuff, and federal court. So
okay, because I have to make sure
this is
that
all
I have
put
enough
out by
storage space.
our one and only. This is all put out by our one and only gunner.
Is it? That's what's up.
Yeah.
Really? Heck yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's what's up. You know, they said they were coming out with a new AI that's even way more advanced than, like, it is like 10, 20 times, 250 times better than the ones that we're able to access now. And I wonder if it's out yet. When I tell you this thing will, like,
They got. I was scrolling through, the app store today to look
they got
for
so
like,
much stuff, don't they?
because I've been thinking about doing like making up pictures and whatnot, and
Yeah.
I've already learned how to do the background on my phone and change it and whatnot, so I can do that now.
There is ways you can do it, like with your AI
Yep.
app, and
Well, I
and
don't need an AI app. What I'm using, because I can make it so it sits a certain way, and then I can put our pictures, and then I can do the wording.
oh yeah,
So like and it animates it a little bit, so it
yeah,
makes it
like it's
kind of
a
look
canvas.
sneaky on
That's
the
what's up.
outside of the borders. So that's what I want to do, is get some of them things together and get them on my phone. But I'm having issues getting backgrounds because Google all of a sudden changed their rule. You can no longer screenshot any picture on Google now.
Right. That's crazy. That's crazy. Google is getting a lot of. They have a lot of stuff going on right now with them and Microsoft. Both. Well, that's the main big ones.
Google's under
But
lock.
yeah,
When you
because
say you can't, when you say you can't screenshot, you mean like if you're looking at something, you
Darren.
can't screenshot it?
He's Darren. John. He's
Darren has
he
sleep
has
apnea.
a, yeah. He's got narcolepsy, John, and it's
Yes.
it's an he
It
can't.
hits at this time of night, and
Yeah.
we're close to that time anyways too. So we
Well, you
got
should
like
tell
Oh no,
John.
we
You
can
should
roll.
look
We're
up.
gonna roll for a little bit. Let's roll on for a little bit.
You should look up that word, John. Look up the word, and then you'll understand it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
thank you for
John's done.
thank you for
Yeah. See, I also have.
looking
If you
out.
look right
That's
here, but check this
Yeah.
out. So you know, right here, right there,
okay.
there's a little computer there and there. So when you see me and I'm down there. I'm like this. I'm looking at this
He's got so many
screen.
computers in that room. it is
Yeah.
not
That's
funny.
my
And he has
screen.
greens like all in front
So
of him.
yeah,
But
I may look like I'm sitting down, but I'm actually trying to
yeah.
see. So when I'm looking
But I
up
mean,
information down here like this,
yeah.
so
He's
and
just
then it gives that
worried.
appearance.
Yeah.
So it could be one of the many. Or good
The
luck
thing,
anyway.
but
Um,
he was just concerned, and but thanks for
no, well, we need. You know what? I need to
yeah.
make sure that I explain that to everybody once in a while too, because yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he looks all
Yeah.
over. I'll be on a call with him, and I tell you what, when I'm talking to him, he's everywhere. He's 1
Mhm.
minute he's in the room, next minute he disappears.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, what John is
And
saying, John says it's not a good look when fighting CPS, but
but
we kind of
No,
like a
because
maybe
family
you have
together,
to look at it when
and
you're
we
playing
all
CPS or like this.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we're like this. Hold on, wait a minute.
no. Maybe
We gotta do it
maybe
like the
like
right way here.
maybe like
Oh yeah,
uh
good one, Vinny.
what'd you do?
Hell yeah. Hold on.
I missed
Let me
that.
see what I got. What do I have close about? Oh, let me close my window. Hold on. There. Close my window. There we go.
We talking about CPS here?
Yeah, no, John was making a
Uh,
comment
hi.
about it's not a good
Darren's
look when fighting
multitasking.
CPS.
Oh, there. Oh,
So
okay, I see it. Oh, that. I like the.
Well, hold on. Let me see
Yeah.
what I got for. Let's see what I got for Facebook.
Darren
Hold
should
on. I'll be
actually
right.
have the helmet
Yeah.
I
Hold
have.
on.
I don't got a mask, but I got what's
I'll show you. I'll
discrimination?
show you Darren's hat that he should have.
Which program? Chris, I totally lost you on the which program are we searching for? I must be
yeah,
like I'm
that's a
totally
good one for Darren. Does Darren have that one, Vinny?
No.
Oh,
You know, we should put a just like a something in the bottom of the maybe the podcast that people can know if he does. You know what I'm saying? If he does have an episode, you know what I'm saying? Maybe just to let him know
like
that
what?
hey,
Put what?
yeah, like he's got the narcolepsy or I don't want
Is
to
it
say
called narcolepsy?
yeah yeah.
Narcolepsy. Yeah.
hmm
No.
Maybe if people look up narcolepsy, they can see what the definition is.
It's I know it discriminate.
There you go. All right. Try this one,
Or,
Vinny. You haven't seen this one yet, Vinny.
let's see.
We
It's
we all have our man.
so do you know what it is, Herbert? It's a chronic sleep disorder that causes overwhelming daytime, nighttime drowsiness. So it's like it could happen any time of the day.
Yeah. And see, the
Oh,
thing is,
oh,
You're looking for
what
the
is that?
numbers.
What is that?
That's his mask when he's fighting CPS.
Oh, look.
yeah,
I'm like, let me
that's
get
right.
my mask. I don't even have a mask. Let me find something. I'm just,
You got to
I'll
start
go
becoming
get.
part of the popular fam. I mean,
There we
you're in
go.
here
That's
doing
it.
shows with us. It's time you start getting some mask early.
Look,
Mm-hmm.
I won't have no
Mascara.
mask, but I got you though. I this is the closest I can come to a mask right now. Okay, I'm gonna look fly. How about that? Is that cool?
Mascara.
How about this? How about this? That's as cool as I can get right now.
Ah,
Right.
jeez.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's as cool as I can get right now.
That's great.
Look, these are my skiing ones.
Oh,
I'm just
my
kidding.
goodness.
Oh my gosh, them things are
She's as
bright too. Like
cold as ice.
I need
Mm,
those things remind me of going
So, Vinny,
skiing. Like
let's talk here for a minute. Whoa,
mm.
we were talking about Maine,
Yep.
and then we were talking about what's on the national scale of things with the Maine conversation.
Um, the they're trying to push it across. Um, they're going to Washington. I
Who's
sent
they?
you the
Yeah, I know. I'm
Quan.
up right now.
Yeah, I sent it
I'm
to
going
you
down to
so you
look at.
can
I'm going
see.
down to look at the little screen now. Just so everybody knows what I'm doing over here.
We have a little bit of fun sometimes. Don't mind us. We're all busy doing stuff. Herbert's always over there sending us all videos and shit. That he's looking through videos and he's learning as he promised to Carrie. And I applaud Mr. Herbert for that because he's actually doing his own research. And he's learning how really corrupt the system really is gotten since he served. So that in itself says a lot. And then you got Darren over here, who's battling the court systems and the higher courts. And then you got Gunner, who is way up there, like he's getting ready to, I think, go with Darren, from what I heard today. And they're getting in on one hell of a thing. So that would be tremendous. And then this guy goes, and we get all the other states to follow suit. Do you know what that would do to our government? It would frigging cripple them across the board.
Mm-hmm.
So it's at that time, guys. Really, it is. It's at the time where we, the people, need to fight back our rights. We have a right to the Second Amendment. We have a right to defend our house. That is our right. They have no right to take our guns from us either. None.
I don't think they'll be taking the guns, Vin.
Maine's already been voting on that, and they tried to have a law put in to ban certain guns in Maine, and the people are speaking up and saying, no, nope, you're not taking our rights to bear arms.
That's why I'm saying I don't believe that's going to happen. I've seen too many incidents. I've known of too many incidents that have occurred with guns. And even I said, oh boy, that's the end of that. Guess what? You still can go buy AR-15.
Yeah. Yeah, ADA discrimination. Yep. DA discrimination. I got that on my side, but I have both.
So
I have
that's
ADA and DA. And now another person added because, well, fuck around and find out. And they're going to find out before long. Because now I'm looking into my thing. I've been slowly working on a motion for the federal court, slowly piecing it together. And they can't deny that. That's above the Supreme Court. And I have all the information in my case, everything, right down to the last police report.
Yeah.
Yep. The only thing I don't have is the new discovery, which I doubt we're. I mean, he had 30 days from the last court date. I still haven't heard nothing. 30 days is 30 days, people. I ain't fucking around.
30 days. 30 days. Remember that time that they tried to get us for let me think how to phrase this so that they don't try to do it to us again here. But one of our compadres here made a comment about some sort of condition, I believe it was. And then they're like, no. I'm like, no. We just went through this. We had gone through this already. And it wasn't even that he said anything bad. It was just that it was accompanied by what we were talking about. And it just so I'm trying to dance around this because I don't want to say what he said because I don't want him to be like, bang, you're suspended.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yep.
But yeah, he made some sort of a comment about something in the head or something along those lines, and then they banged us up for they give us a warning for, or they try to suspend us right away for spreading medical misinformation.
Yeah.
All because
When
of
it was
that. So,
when it wasn't even about that, I don't think.
right, exactly. So we got to be very, very careful, even when just explaining what they had just explained, because they'll immediately frag you with medical misinformation, and then
Yeah.
that will suspend it. And then once they suspend you, they take you down for a week, I believe.
Mm.
It's a week of broadcast time. And then the following one is 2 week, and then after that, there's no more, yeah, no more nothing. So we can't afford to have that. So there's the other downward bloom, bloom, bloom. Um,
The other downward spiral to it. So you want to do last words then, Darren?
yeah, as long as everybody else is ready to do them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. Herbert, you
Herbert,
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Danielle.
She's gone. We lost her.
All right, I was reading through your stuff. Um, Danielle's out. All right, well then tear it up, Herbert. Let's go.
Okay. I've been looking at a number of videos with cases with CPS coming to the door. Some of them, I really feel CPS is totally off the beaten path. But something I've noticed that I think a lot of parents should, when I say off the beaten path in terms of the way they approach the parents, but something I noticed with the parents naturally so are very emotional. And I can understand that. I get that. But with CPS, and they don't have a warrant or any paperwork that allows them to come in your house, parents, you have to really try to not express your emotions with them. Just say, no, you can't come in. You don't have the proper documentation. You're not coming in. Don't go through songs and dances with them because they love it. I can tell by looking at their faces. They're smiling at you. You're getting all upset. You're yapping, 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 yapping. And they just sit there and smile and uh-huh. And by the way, they're taking notes of everything you're saying. So the best thing to do is say very little. Little is, no, you're not coming in. Even if a police officer is there in uniform, it's used. Some people say as intimidation. CPS calls them because they feel afraid of you as a parent, so they want to make sure they have police protection with them. That's why they do that. But the police doesn't have any authority to come in your house. The police cannot arrest you if you say go take a hike or go pound sand. You're not coming in here. The police officer is not going to place you under arrest. Not going to happen. They have to have a warrant to come in your home. And you don't have to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I see that in the videos, and I'm like, it's unnecessary. It really is. Just say, no, have a nice day, close the door.
Darren.
Yes, sir. You ready for me?
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, my last words are this. If you're feeling like you need some help and you can't get support from anybody, make sure that you guys utilize those numbers, the 988, because there's always somebody there 24/7. They're ready to assist you. Chances are good that your kids are going to come back looking for you, even if they've been taken and seemingly they're gone forever. I forget what the actual number is, but I think there's something like 95% or something like that actually at some point seek out their other parent. So um, just beware that those are the odds that you have stacked against you, and that if you were trying to wipe out, and, yeah, see, there it is, right there. So 988 is the number, guys. I'm trying to get the video up here that I get 988. Call it, if you need it. And why is this not working? See, this is what drives me out. But I got it now. Perfect. All right. Excellent. Thank you very much. Try this again. So yeah, Happy freaking Monday night, even though it's Friday.
Getting crazy, baby, chill. Don't medicate, just meditate. You waking up now, well, baby, you hella late. Educate, look at what's going on, let it resonate, accelerate. Find your inner hunger like you never ate. Agenda is to push the hate, separate and segregate. Don't celebrate quite yet, the storm is coming, Q, for heaven's sake. Violence that they demonstrate, instigate and penetrate. The values of our country and our God is what they desecrate. My fighters ain't no featherweight, pulling out the seams of the fabric that they fabricate. They feed us lies, manipulate, intimidate through fear and force, forcing us to sit and wait till we come together, congregate, and then we liberate. Praying that you give me strength to find some love amongst the hate. Marching on these streets of blood till I see the golden gates. Troubadour and troubled souls, one of God's servants. Blades out, cut the grass till we see the serpents.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
I know the truth is hard to swallow, just digest it. Suspected something's going on, but chose to just neglect it. Deflected by some breaking news, oh, we just accept it. Expected just to fall in line and follow their perspective. Don't question their objective, but I got a lot of questions. How these kids molested, but nobody's been arrested. Read it in the testament, these children are protected. So I'm fighting all these terrorists, both foreign and domestic. Refuse to be directed, blind, not a sheep. Only kneel to my God, so I'm dying on my feet. Silence when we speak, but there's violence in the street. I've been rolling with the punches, I can't take it on the cheap. Drink from a glass half full, I'm optimistic. People are sadistic, so vicious and malicious. Praying for assistance to overcome opposition, or I'm gonna start resisting and then I'll pray for forgiveness.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on.